right, so for everybody out there, we are now tackling the basic beginner approach to port de bras and épaulement. So what Kelley had said to me earlier is that you said something like I thought was just perfect about the pace of like ballet classes that you take, and that they're always too fast to work on details. Is that how you feel?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, to struggle to do the combination and then you really lose any technique that you have. But in addition, yeah, it's really helpful to just stop and work through those details. For me, anyway, I feel like, and maybe partly being an adult, I feel like I really need to get it in my head and then have it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's, kids and adults, like we all suffer from the same things. We start to get overwhelmed by the amount of information we get at a single time. So I think for dance, it's really, really difficult to think about every part of the body at the same time. That's what makes it so insane. And I feel like ballet in particular for us, like there are all these small little things that we have to remember. So today we decided that you feel like you get confused in class when you're really unsure of what your head and your arms are doing. And so then your legs start to kind of hiccup. So you guys, we're in class today. This is our first private together, but she's been taking open classes on Saturdays. But we're tackling head and arms. And this is something that we're gonna do often through our open classes, but in particular the summer intensive. So Kelley, if you'll go to the bar for me. So for everybody out there, the way we've been working is that we are thinking of two major themes in particular. So for her to remember the basic head positions to use for épaulement, we've been working with two concepts, and it's 45 and hand. And so this sounds like it doesn't make sense, but let's explain a little bit. So Kelley, the first thing I asked you to do was put your arms at a 90-degree angle. So you could go ahead and face the camera. And 45 degrees is what? If you're at a 90-degree angle with your arms, your head should always be at a 45-degree angle. And that is so whenever we're working with our épaulement, our shoulders don't start to move with us if we overextend our necks. And for many adult dancers, we want to preserve our necks. Like I myself have 3 herniated discs in my neck. And so, it's very important that I don't overextend my neck. So when we say 45 degrees, Kelley, can you show what that means for our preparation with our arms en bas? Just if we're at the bar and we have our arms en bas. Yeah, so our head is always starting at this 45-degree angle. And then when we say the concept hand, can you show them during the preparation what that looks like? So if we're always starting with our head out, yes, exactly. So at the very beginning of the preparation, we move from 45-degree angle to hand. And as we open up to prepare, we go back to 45 degrees. And to prepare for what we're doing right now, we're going pliés, we're going back to hand. So go ahead and show the last part, hand. So what we've been working on for Kelley is talking to herself. So can you kind of show them? Well, for me, that's how I learn. If I say it with my mouth, for some reason it goes in. So it seems to be working for you. So can you show us how you've been working through just the preparation in order to begin the plie? So go ahead and talk out loud.
Okay, so 45 and 45 and.
Great. Okay, so as we do the pliés, the next thing we were talking about was that the arms are going to move into an allongé position from en bas, so which for most of us, we recognize that as a petite à la seconde. So without doing our legs, Kelley, can you just show them from the preparation how you would start to approach the proper arms and heads for demi-plie? So if we're starting from the beginning and your head is at 45 degrees for the preparation, we prepare 5, 6, looking, yep.
45 and 45 and.
Excellent. Another plie, do the same thing.
45 and 45 and.
Okay, good. So now we're going to move into what the Grand Plie looked like. So essentially, for people out there, why we practice the plie is to prepare us for the journey for what a Grand Plie is. So basically, everything we were just practicing is put to the test in one complete movement. So let's go back to the beginning. I want you to try to incorporate your legs. So you guys, for many adult dancers out there or beginner youngsters, I think the biggest challenge is thinking about our legs, our arms, and our heads all at the same time. So if you find yourself getting confused, this is what we've been doing with Kelley today, is that we just stop and go back to the beginning, because we don't want to keep doing the wrong things and teaching ourselves that with repetition. So Kelley, I want you to talk out loud, because it's always better than me cueing you. So if you start with your head at 45 degrees to begin, go ahead, and we're going to go into the 2 plies and 1 Grand Plie, and then tendu à la seconde. And remember, when our foot hits the ground, our arm is in preparation. Okay?
Okay.
So at your own pace.
Okay, thank you. All right, 45 and 45 and 45 and 45, breath, and 45, undo, and.
Excellent. Keep the head there. You are correct. Hand. You are absolute. Don't second. Exactly. Now continue on as if it's first position as you plie.
Oh, with the whole preparation again?
No. Just with the plies.
Okay. And
Okay.
45.
Okay, we got to start again. No, this is excellent. So look, for everybody out there, no, it's okay. For everybody out there, and for all of us to know, it is difficult to have all parts of our body moving at the same time. So you did excellent in first position, but because we moved into second, you're starting to second guess yourself, but there's no reason for that. So let's go back to first. So you guys, we're going to stop the recording, but this is just kind of like a little glimpse into the approach of how we're working slowly at home, so that we can clean up all these little things that essentially, Kelley, you can relax, but I don't know. Do you ever, I mean, you mentioned it earlier, but you start to feel like you're kind of like inadequate, or you don't really, that you're not capable of doing what's asked of you, but that's not the case. There's a big difference between like being physically or in some cases mentally incapable, but that's not what you are. You're just unsure of details. And so your brain and your body are, like you're just second guessing yourself. But the truth of the matter is you are very capable. And yeah, we're going to get there. Okay. Thanks everybody. I'm going to keep working with Kelley. Bye.